Do you know how to make a fiery tornado like this in Blender? Don't worry, we will talk about how to make it in Blender in 5 minutes. So for making a tornado, first add a cube, select the cursor as pivot and then scale the cube up. Make the as wireframe in the display settings in Object Properties. Now add a sphere, press Alt-Z to enter X-ray mode and delete the half faces of it by X. Now bring the sphere to the top of the cube and scale it on X and Y axis. This is the setup we need for the tornado. Now we have to add a particle system to the sphere, so go to Particles tab, add a new particle system and name it Tornado. Now make the particles to 15,000, give it a lifetime of 150 and in Below tab make it 0.3 or 0.4. This decides that how long the particle will appear in the viewport. Now go to the Physics option below and under the Forces tab give the Brownian a value if 5. This value give random motion to the particles. Now if you start the timeline you can see particles descending from sphere. Now this don't look like a tornado at all because it lacks something. Yes, you guessed right, a spiral effect. You see that a tornado is constantly rotating, so we want to add that effect to our particles. For that we add a vortex force field. Give it a strength of 1.5 and inflow of 0.3. You can also play with these values until you get a satisfying effect. Now we have our spiral tornado, but wait, doesn't this seems a little off? Yes, we have to keep the particles at middle. For the we add a force field. Give it strength value of -10 and select the plane as the shape. Now to make things more awesome, add a magnetic field at the middle, give it plane as the shape and make the strength value of -2. You can change the strength value depending on your scene. This will give you a nice looking tornado. You can also play with the strength values of these fields to make even more realistic tornado. Now to add a fiery look to it. So go to Physics tab and choose the cube as domain and turn on the adaptive domain and dissolve. And make resolution to 64. Select the sphere as inflow in the Physics tab in Fluid Physics. Change the flow type to smoke gas. And in the flow source, change the source to particle system. Now go to Domain Settings and under the Cache option change the type to all, then select the keyframes you want this fire to appear in and then bake it. Now the tornado is complete. You can even add extra effects to it, but here we have to create a basic tornado, so this is it. You can also change the direction of the tornado by moving the force field. So this is it for today. Hope you learned something. See you tomorrow. Also subscribe to stay connected. And if you have a question or problem, then you can ask in the comments.